Okay, dear children, now after solving double column cash book, we must move on to the triple column cash book. Okay, so now in the triple column cash book, you will find the amount columns of three items, that is cash, bank, and discount. Okay, but the order of the columns must be this: first discount, then after that cash, then after that bank. Okay, so in total, you are having seven uh, columns towards the debit side and seven columns towards the credit side. Okay, so this is your date, particulars, voucher number, LF, discount allowed towards the debit side, and towards the credit side it will be discount received. Okay, because discount are of two types, so one is allowed and the other one is the received. So discount allowed will be recorded towards the debit side and discount received will be recorded towards the credit side. Why? Because discount is a nominal account. Okay, so if it is allowed, assume it to be your expenditure. Okay, and if it is received, then it is your income. Okay, so debit expenses, credit income. So that's why we are keeping discount allowed in the debit side and discount received towards the credit side. Okay, so you are having the three columns. It's very simple. Whatever you used to do in the double column cash book, you are doing same. Okay, so cash will be recorded in the cash column. Okay, bank related transactions will be recorded towards the bank column. Okay, and if it is a contra entry, then you will record contra entry as it is. Okay, and for the discount, you just write the amount of the discount out here in the, whether it is discount allowed or if it is discount received. Okay, and ultimately what you do for discount is you will just find the total. You won't do the balance CD and BD for discount. Okay, be it discount allowed or discount received, you will just find the total. You will just write the total, that's it. 20 plus 25, 45, finished for discount allowed. And for discount received, 15 plus 10, 25, finished. No need to match the balance. Okay, there will be no CDBD for discount allowed and discount received. As you can see out here, because these items are completely different. One is discount allowed and the other one is the discount received. Okay, but for cash and bank, you must find the balance. Okay, now, okay, let us have a look at question number 25. Question number 23 and question number 24, I'm skipping that those two questions. Why? Because it contains GST. So we are not solving question related to GST. Okay, so GST, let us skip that part. So this is your question number 25, by the way. Okay, now you can see in question number 25 that you have to prepare three column cash book. So this is your triple column cash book. So in the books of, you write the name. Okay, and after that you will write cash book. Okay, and in the bracket you must write cash, bank, and discount column. Okay, so that's your debit side and this is your credit side. Date, particulars, voucher number, ledger folio, discount allowed, cash, bank, date, particulars, voucher number, ledger folio, discount received towards the credit side, and then cash and bank. Okay, so let us start with the entries. Now cash in hand and cash at bank, so both these balances are positive balances. So on 1st of January you will record towards the debit side two balance BD. Okay, for cash you will write 1632 and for bank you will write 11340. Now on 2nd January, deposited into bank, so you are depositing money into the bank, so this is your contra entry. Okay, so you already know that contra entry is possible only in case of double column cash book and only in, again, two cases only. Okay, when, number one, when you deposit money into the bank and when you withdraw money out of the bank for office use. Okay, only in these two conditions contra entry is possible. Okay, so on 2nd January you are depositing money into the bank, so it is the case of a contra entry. So on 2nd of January you will write by bank. Okay, you will write by bank, but the amount will be subtracted from the cash column. Okay, 1150. Okay, and immediately you will record the same on the debit side. That is, you will write to cash account, you will write cash, but the bank will increase. Okay, so this so it is a contra entry. Okay, now on 4th, received from Kabir, you are receiving money from Kabir. So what are you receiving? Nothing is mentioned, so it is assumed to be cash. So you will write as to Kabir account. Okay, how much you are receiving? 650. How much discount is allowed? 20 rupees. So you will record 20 in the discount allowed column. Okay, and how much you are receiving from Kabir? 650. Record in the cash column. Okay. Uh, Number 7, purchased furniture for cash. So you are purchasing furniture for cash on 7th. So you will write as buy furniture. What is the amount? 320. Okay. Now on 9th, paid to Rustam by check. So you are making the payment to Rustam by check, and again this is the case of the this discount. Okay, but this is the case of a discount received. So on 9th, you will record towards the credit side because you are making the payment. So if there is any kind of payment, it will be recorded towards the credit side. You know that already. Okay. And if there is any kind of receipt, it will be recorded towards the debit side. So it is a payment. So on 9th, you will write as by Rustam account. Okay. How much you paid? 860. And you are making the payment by check. So that's why it will be recorded towards the bank column. Okay. And you are receiving the discount from him, rupees 15. Number 10, I mean January 10th, cash sales. So you are making the cash sales amounting rupees 1650. So to sales account, you will record in the cash column 1650. And again on 10th, you are depositing money into the bank. How much? 980 rupees. So it is your contra entry. Okay, so by bank account, 980 towards the cash column, and again 980 towards the bank column. So it is a contra entry. Okay, so be careful with these kind of contra entries. Okay, because you may forget to record in uh, either side. Okay, either one of the side. uh, Now on 12th, received from Siraj by check, allowed him discount. So you are receiving money from Siraj by check on 12th. So you will write to Siraj account. Okay, how much? 960 through check. Okay, and how much discount is allowed to him? 25 rupees. And on 16th, purchased a motor van and paid by check. So you are making the payment by check. So it will be out here in the credit side by motor van. Okay, amount will be 13,530. 18th, withdrew from bank for office use. This is a contra entry again now. Now on 18th, what you will do is you will record as by cash. Okay, but the amount will be reduced from bank column. Okay, and in the debit side, cash will increase, and you will write as to bank account. Okay, be careful with the contra entries. Okay, so this is the contra entry. 21st, purchased goods for cash. By purchase, cash column. Okay, paid by check to Habib, received a discount from him. So you are making the payment to Habib by check. So by Habib account 430. Okay, this is a discount received amount. Now on 26th, withdrew from bank for household expenses. So it is your drawings. It's clear that it is your drawings. So you are withdrawing from bank. So bank will reduce 250. Paid establishment expenses through bank. So it is your establishment expenses. That is your legal expenses. Okay. 500 bank column. Okay. On 31st. And again, you are making the payment of rent in cash. So by rent, amount will be recorded towards the credit side. Okay. So all these entries have been included. Now what you will do? You will leave one space out here. Okay. And we have ample of space out here. Okay. So you will leave a space out here and draw a single line first. Okay. You will leave space in both the sides, debit side and the credit side, to write balance CD or balance BD, whatever you have to write. Okay. So So you will leave the space, okay, and then you will draw a line, single line, okay, just a single line. And what you will do is that you will just find the total of the discount allowed. Just find the total. 20 plus 25. How much? 45. Just write the amount directly. 45 out here. Okay. And you already know that cash can never be negative. So the total of the cash column will be 4,332. So you will just record it 4,332. Okay, and the same amount total will be recorded towards out here. Okay, 4332. Okay, 4332. Whatever the total it came for the debit side should be out here in the uh, credit side also. Okay, since you have drawn this single line, this one. Okay, and what you do is that you have a calculator. Okay, use the calculator and now subtract from 4332 1500 minus 320 minus 980 minus 351 minus 150. Then you will get this balance 1032. So this is your balance CD. So you would record as buy balance CD 1032 for the cash. Okay. Now for bank, it's quite interesting. Okay. So what you do is that first you will observe. First you will observe that which side it can be more, either debit side or the credit side. So what you do is just use the calculator, okay, and find the total, which total can be more, or just have a look at the work. Okay, so if you just observe it very carefully, obviously this credit side will be more. Okay, use the calculator. Okay, whatever the side, okay, be it debit side or the credit side, okay, whatever side is more, you have to write the total of that particular column only. If the total of the debit side is more, write that total. If the total of the credit side is more, write that total. So in this particular question, the total of the credit side is more, that is 15,970. So you will record 15,970 towards both the sides. 15970 debit side, okay, and in the in the credit side, and again in the debit side 15970. So since the total of the credit side is more 15970, so what you do is that you will just subtract 11340 minus 1500 minus 980 minus 960, and then you will get a balance out here 1190. So this means that the bank is having the overdraft balance. Okay, so you will record as to balance CD. Now what you do in the next is you just have to uh, write the opening entries. Okay, so this CD should be brought down. So this, if this CD is lying towards the debit side, it will go towards the credit side as balance BD, and if CD is lying towards the credit side, it will go towards the debit side as balance BD. So this 1032 is lying towards the credit side as balance CD. So when it is being brought down, then it will be towards the debit side as balance BD. And this CD, which is lying towards the debit side, when you brought down on the next date, okay, next month, it will go towards the credit side. Okay, so it means that in this particular question, bank is having the overdraft balance, okay, or the negative bank balance. This is your question number 25. Okay. And yeah, I must tell you that you may check your answers, okay, from the back. If your answers are not matching, so please don't assume that we have done somewhere wrong, because uh, some answers, okay, some answers are wrong in this particular book. So there may be some typing errors. Okay, so excuse the author for the same.